Cake Face Jay, the infamous Cake Face Jay. Thank you for waiting patiently. The floor is yours, man. Go ahead and rock out.
Hey, Noble, thanks so much for having me. So, yeah, I've been listening to the guys and the girls, and Zila, I think you had a really good point, and I just want to thank you for being honest because I feel like a lot of times when we are having this conversation, men don't really get to be honest about what y'all are really feeling and things like that. But I do want to say though, as a woman, right, I went viral for being that single mom, and everybody was perpetuating this picture like, oh, all of a sudden she wants love, right? And I took accountability for me saying that, hey, like I was one of those girls that were using men. When I was dating drug dealers, I wasn't telling them not to, sell dope and all these other things here, right? So I get it. But I just want to let black men know too that, like we hear y'all on this app all the time telling black women how we're not this, we're not that, we're the least desired, you're ran through, you're old, nobody wants you, right? So, black women are now saying, like, well, we don't care. If you don't want me, like, that's fine. That's cool. There is somebody that does. Like, we still love y'all. We don't care if you date white women. We don't care if you want to go overseas. We want y'all to be safe and things like that. But I would ask the black men, though, and all these things that y'all say women want from y'all. Oh, she just wants my money. She just wants a Birkin. None of y'all have Birkin money, including myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we already know it's a very select few of men that could probably even afford a Birkin, right? We do want that average Joe. We're not all out here looking for drug dealers and things like that. I think a lot of it is that y'all be looking at women that physically appease to you. And yes, those kind of women do have a price tag. And then you get rejected when those women don't want you anymore. There are plenty of good women out here, right? There's good women that's like in the comments, but y'all will overlook them. So I just be really trying to figure it out. Like, what's the solution? You know what I'm saying? Because if as a woman, if I hear black men telling me all day long, I only got one kid. So I can't imagine having two, three, four, five, and six and everything else. But if I hear black men telling me every single day, you're the least desired, we don't want you, you're old, you're ran through and things like that, why would I want you either? Why would I support you? Why would I be by your side? Why would I try to lift you up when it's a white man, it's a Mexican man, Poppy, mommy, you could come over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? The white man wants me and everything else. So if you don't want me, that's fine. But I'm gonna go where I want it. So
Hey, can I say this? I just thank you for.
mhm.
I want to say, if you listen to her video, you're right. I agree with you. Like I say it all the time on my platform. Men need to look inside themselves and stop searching for what they're searching for inside of a woman. The materialistic things. I always talk about the women that's invisible to us. Just like you just
Mhm.
brought up, the women that want us, the women that are in our close proximity, the women we can reach. I always talk about that all because I can't
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
we get denied by the women that we can't afford. I completely I agree with that. But we also we're not reachable, or the women that we want in our close proximity aren't as reachable because they're aiming for men that are far beyond us financially. It's not like us as men are not good men because we don't make money, right? Because the intangibles of a man
Mhm.
are predicated on just finances. But I wanted to say something because that woman brought up that most of these men have children as if it was a scar on them, as if it was a negative. And my thing is that she was able to say that, and you look in the comments, and there were no women that had the same black women that have so much to say about black men when we articulate ourselves and talk about the issues that we have. These same women that don't like when we do that, when we talk about the
Mhm.
actual facts, right? They quiet. They ain't got nothing to say. They can allow her to be negative. She said
Mhm.
that black men have children, and that somehow they want men who don't have children. So that's okay. But when a black man says, I want a woman that don't have children, I don't want to deal with a woman that has children, you have a lot of women that even women who don't have children will give pushback and say, well, what's wrong with women that have kids? Why can't you date a woman that have kids? The same way women can say they
Mhm.
don't want a woman that has children because maybe they don't want to deal with the baby father and the issues that they may have to deal with, or having to take care of kids that ain't theirs, or whatever. Every man has a right to spend his money however he wants. And dealing with a woman that has
Mhm.
children that may need help or may need a man to step in. Every man ain't even. Most men ain't even in the right mind to even. I'll say basically be a father to themselves, right? Because a lot of us grew up without them because we just talked about how no fathers in the home. Now you want this man to
Mhm.
situation to be father to your children when he might not even be a father to his own damn children that he got, right? So we keep talking about how men, who have children are undesirable, but yet these women who have children are more desirable. I just trying to understand the double standard. All I'm saying is that I don't judge a woman on how many kids she have. I'll judge a woman on how she takes care of them, how she makes me feel as a man, how she pours into me, how we can support
I
each other
like that.
into the same
Mhm.
thing. That's what I look at.
Mhm.
when you hear women talk about men that have children, the first thing you hear out their mouth is, "Oh, he got kids." Oh no, it's a negative connotation behind a man being a father. Now, I'm not talking about all men. I'm just saying in general that
Mhm.
when you look at that video, listen to that video and hear what she says. She talks negative about a man just being a father, but yet when a woman is a mother, we can't have a negative connotation against a mother as if they're not bad moms, as if there's not moms out here that's not taking care of their children, right? So that's all I'm saying. But I agree with you.
And I understand that because you know what, I do want black men to understand that I love y'all. I have a black son. At the end of the day, I this is the kind of discord that I would like to see between black men and black women, where we're actually having conversations to help us right now. As far now, listen, and I got on the women too. Like as an older black woman, like I'm 4 years away from 40. I want the girls to hear me. Stop having babies out of wedlock. I'm gonna tell you right now, as a single mother, that is not a flex. I get that things happen, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like one time, girl, it happened, but I'm telling y'all, being a single mother, it is a curse. It is a curse because it's hard. It's hard trying to take care of a child by yourself, regardless of how the baby got here and things like that. So yeah, I get on the women's heads too. Fellas, I also understand if you yourself do not have kids, I would not tell my son to go off and go marry a woman that got 5 kids and he don't have none. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. We gotta call a spade, and I love keeping it real, right? I know sometimes the ladies don't want to hear that, but I get it. But you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate too, Zilla, like I was saying, you just being honest and saying, like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. Because a lot of times we hear the insults and it makes it so hard to get to like the core of the issue before the black people, right? And so I just want the men to take that into accountability too. It's not so much that women just want you for like, what can you do for me and what do you have and things like that. Because that's why I be asking, like, what kind of women? I already know what kind of women y'all meeting, right? If you're meeting women that are just concerned with what you can do for them and things like that. And fellas, I just ask y'all to, maybe take a step back, like when y'all are, there's good women out here, right? And I understand that y'all feel like, y'all don't want to, I don't want to come into a household and have to fix things, and I don't want to have to fix certain things like that. But y'all overlook a lot of these good women. There's a lot of women in my comment that be like, well, guys don't approach me the same way y'all feel like, girls don't approach y'all and things like that. Everybody is scared of being rejected. Like, it's dangerous. I want men to understand that too. Like, sometimes it's dangerous for a woman to be rejected. Not saying that y'all would do anything, but just I think that's how women would like to see. It's just maybe y'all just have a little bit more empathy, right? And not just put everything like on the black woman. Yes, there are things that we absolutely need to fix. I absolutely agree with y'all because I be trying to tell the girls about that. But that's it, Noble. I thought it was a good live, and I just wanted to thank the men for being respectful, the ones that are being respectful, and just really trying to get to the issue because I definitely want to see a healing between black men and black women, and I know I definitely have a part of that for our younger girls as well. So
Thank
Don't
you,
drop
Jay.
her down.
Yeah.
Noble, Noble, don't
you're
drop her
welcome.
yet.
Okay,
Don't
okay,
drop her
okay.
yet. Sis,
Mhm.
I just wanted to confirm, are you the sister that made the video? You was crying, very emotional.
That's her. That's her.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I did a video on that video of what you did, and I just want to thank you for that video.
Mhm.
Because no, seriously, that video, the raw emotion in that video and in the honesty that you spoke in that video, and I still don't think a lot of people understand what you said and the profound things that you said in that video. And we a lot of us made the very same mistakes. But I just wanted to thank you, sister, for that honesty and that raw
You're
emotion.
welcome. Mhm.
Um, to me, I said in the video, to me, my opinion, that's probably one of the most powerful videos on TikTok right now. If people really
Facts.
get it,
Oh
if
Facts.
people
wow,
really
thank
get it,
you.
I straight it out. I really appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
Is-
Thank you so much.
Noble.